disrupting Shabbat service at Central Synagogue on the Upper East Side last night. Police say 46-year-old Larry Montes of the Bronx entered the building, and as he was being escorted out by security, he hit a 63-year-old woman, spitting and headbutting a security guard. This morning, Montes is still facing charges, including 2 counts of assault as a hate crime. Luigi Mangione pleading guilty in his federal case in court yesterday. Mangione made a statement confessing to the death of UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson. Mangione said, quote, "I shot Mr. Thompson in Manhattan and he died. When I did so, I understood that my actions would place him in fear of death or serious bodily injury." There's questions now if Mangione's state case will stick, as he's already confessed to stalking charges leading to the death of Thompson. His legal team has now filed a double jeopardy motion to dismiss the case. All right, here's your forecast. Let's take a look at it for this beautiful Saturday. Sunny and warm in New York with temperatures comfortable, highs in the 80s, lows in the 70s. Meanwhile, tomorrow we'll see some showers in the afternoon and at night. An unwanted visitor caught on camera. A Queens couple shocked to see a random woman sitting in their apartment while away on vacation. So how she got inside has them asking some major questions now. Kelly Kennedy has the story.
Take a look at this surveillance video. Fox 5 has blurred this woman's face because police have not identified or charged her. But the couple whose apartment this is says they don't know her either.
I mean, we were like panicked.
This is Bill and Yelam Kim's Long Island City apartment. They live at Halo LIC. And they say the woman you see making herself comfortable on their couch is a total stranger.
I was in disbelief. I just could not believe what I was seeing.
The Queens couple says it happened July 24th while they were on vacation. And they wouldn't have even known an intruder was inside their home if they hadn't gotten an alert from their security camera.
We can't help but wonder, what would she have done if we didn't catch her on camera, if we didn't have the security camera set up? Would she have just stayed? This was almost 11 p.m. at night. Would she have slept in our bed?
Yelam says their apartment management claimed the woman posed as a dog walker and the employee at Halo LIC handed her the keys without verifying who she was. Emails sent out by management obtained by Fox 5 confirm that. Now, have you guys ever had a dog walker come to your apartment before?
Not while we weren't here.
We've never had an authorized guest.
The couple immediately called a friend nearby as well as the police. The friend got there first.
I know you don't live there. Get out of my friend's apartment.
Sorry.
Hey, I know you don't live there. You gotta go.
The NYPD tells me they're investigating the crime as a burglary. Cops say they responded to Perv Street a little before 11 p.m. July 24th to find someone had entered an apartment without permission and also damaged a bookshelf. The Kims say that happened when the woman ripped down their camera. The couple says the woman even came back again 2 days later. But this time she wasn't let in. She didn't make it past the lobby. The building's management company, Goose PM, sent the couple this email that reads in part, quote, "As an immediate action, the concierge employee involved in the incident has been permanently removed from the property." They went on to say they reviewed their procedures with the concierge services provided and made security enhancements. How much has this messed with your peace of mind, your sense of safety in your home?
I'm freaking traumatized. I don't know how else to, describe it.
Fox 5 reached out to Goose PM about the terrifying incident hours before arriving to do the interview. But while we were with the Kims at their apartment, there was a knock at the door.
But this is my apartment.
Yeah, but I've been instructed by management.
They are my guests, and I live here, so why would they have to leave?
They can be your guests, but we still have a higher jurisdiction to tell people to leave. And they just told me that Fox has to...
I understand you're doing your job. You could just tell them that we refuse, because this is illegal.
Now, so far, the property management company has still not answered us. Police tell us no one's been arrested and the investigation is ongoing. We'll, of course, keep you updated on air and online as soon as we hear back. In the newsroom, Kelly Kennedy, Fox 5 News.
A new study finding hidden chemicals in almost all of the personal care and cleaning products we use. Researchers tested more than 100 products like shampoo, sunscreen, body wash, deodorant, and laundry detergent, finding nearly all of them had chemicals that were not disclosed on the labels. The research showing 85% had at least one chemical that can potentially harm your health, and 26% of products specifically labeled non-toxic, fragrance-free, or hypoallergenic actually contain the very things they claim to avoid. Only one category, dental hygiene, passed the tests. The latest inflation numbers are coming in cooler than expected, largely thanks to lower gas prices. Consumer prices increased in July by 3.4% compared to a year ago, a slight decrease from June's 3.5% increase. Oil prices remain elevated due to the Iran war, with the national gas average sitting at just over $4 a gallon, but that's down about 70 cents from the peak in May. Airfares jumped 2.2% from June to July. Many pet owners rely on automatic feeders to serve meals to their animals, but this week a tech outage left pet parents unable to feed their cats and dogs. It's a reminder of the risks for those who rely on smart devices. Fox 5's Jennifer Williams reports.
I think for people that really depend on it and know how to use the app, it's very troubling.
A rough week for pet owners who count on technology to keep their four-legged friends fed. The popular smart feeder company, Pet Libro, suffered an outage on Tuesday, which prevented its devices from dispensing food on schedule. In a statement posted Thursday to social media, the company said, quote, "We have received multiple cases reporting devices not connecting to the internet after our recent app outage. In most cases, the root cause has been solved by performing a device restart."
These feeders are excellent. They're a great tool in trying to help cats either lose weight or if we have cats with a medical need that need to be on a therapeutic diet. But technology is fallible, so we can't rely on it 100%. And also,
Dr. Brian Collins is a veterinarian at the Cornell University College of Veterinary Medicine.
I would always recommend that somebody, whether a pet sitter, a friend, family member, come and check on the cat, once or twice a day.
People really care about their animals if they're away for even more than half a day, right? It's like, it could be panic-inducing.
I know that they would let me know, for sure. They would be mad, too.
Pet Libro's feeders run on Wi-Fi and pair with a phone app over Bluetooth, so owners can schedule meals while they're out of the house and out of town.
I have an automatic feeder, but I keep it plugged in at all times. I do have one, but it's battery powered, and you can create a schedule. So like at a certain time, it just comes out.
I don't think I ever would get an automatic feeder and just trust it to do itself. And leave my dog at home with this feeder. If it was more than one meal, I wouldn't do it. Do you know what I mean? Just like I wouldn't get in a car that drives itself, you just never know.
Pet Libro adds for any pet owners having issues, they can contact the company. On the Upper East Side, Jennifer Williams, Fox 5 News.
Heritage Auction is preparing for its Summer Platinum Night Sports Auction. It's showing off some of its $50 million worth of sports memorabilia that will be auctioned off at its Park Avenue gallery. Headlining the exhibit is the game-used ball from Diego Maradona's famous Hand of God goal at the 1986 World Cup. There are also a number of treasures connected to some of New York's greatest stars.
Sports collecting industry has really exploded in the last few years. People are looking at them as serious investment quality pieces, and that's what we have on display here. A lot of 6- and 7-figure and even 8-figure items, and our clients are both collectors and investors.
The free showcase runs through today. All right, don't go away. We'll be right back with the 7-day forecast for the week coming up. Stay with us.